Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out my Patreon. The link is in my About page. Hey, what's going on, gamers? This is Kevin, aka The Games Dude here, and I'm here doing a triple figure review for you guys today. So today we're going to be taking a look at the reissued Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures. This time, this is based off the 2012 show. So going from left to right, we have is Donatello, Raphael, and of course, Michelangelo. Now, I know you're probably wondering why I haven't gotten Leo. That's because when I posted the picture of all three of them on the post tab, I did mention that my target did not have Leo, but hopefully like on one day if I find him, I would do a quick review on him as a short instead of a video. Now for me, the 2012 show, this was my favorite iteration of growing up watching Ninja Turtles. I remember Nickelodeon buying the franchise back in 2009 and then releasing it in 2012, and I was 12 around that time. It was so amazing. And then I remember I'm going to a Toys R Us in 2013 and remember buying all four of the Turtles and having these again. Now since this is 2025, having these again, this brings back so much nostalgia to my childhood. Now, so going on to the packaging, so you may notice that that this brings so much memories. You may notice that the purple background, the classic logo, and you may notice the green spray paint, and then you can see all four of the Turtles: Leo, Raph, Mikey, and Donnie. Again, this brings back so much memories. And then going on to the back, and let's turn the back on all of them. So going on to the back, you may notice that all three of them have clip and collect cards, just like when the 2003 ones, the Mutant Mayhem versions, they all have clip and collect cards. And then you may notice that you can also collect not only the four Turtles, but also Metalhead and Shredder. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these guys were also reissued, I think back in 2022, I think. I could be mistaken. I know that the Splinter and April were a part of that line, but now since this is 2025, unfortunately, they don't have Splinter or April, which sucks. But hopefully, one day, we'll get them. All right, so that'll do with the packaging. So without further ado, let's get these guys opened up and have a closer look at them. Alright, so now you have the three Turtles opening out of the packaging. So now let's take a closer look at them. So we're gonna start off with Donnie first because you know me. If I do a review on the four Turtles, I would start with Leo, Donnie, Raph, and Mikey. Technically, sometimes I follow the theme song. So you may notice that for Donnie, he has a very serious expression. You may notice that he has the big wide eyes, unlike the previous version. I think the previous version, his eyes may be a little less different. I could be mistaken. And again, like I previously stated, I used to have these back in the day when I was 12, when I got from Toys R Us back in 2013, but for some reason I had to give them away, which I'm not too upset about. But here's the fact about this version of Donnie. In the 2012 show, this version of Donnie is voiced by none other than Rob Paulsen. He's also the guy who voiced the 87 version of Raphael from the old cartoon, and then he also voiced him in Transdimensional Turtles, and then the Bebop and Rocksteady episode from the 5th season. Now you may notice that going on to the entire body, you may notice that he has a strap here, a single strap, with the buckle here, with a golden buckle. You may notice that he has these brown elbow and knee pads, and then you may notice that he has the wrist tape. He has some things, I'm not sure what to call it, on the fingers, but they're white. And then you may notice that he also has a holster for his bow staff here. And then you may notice that he has these white wrappings around his feet. And this is what I really like about the reissues. They have these the show accurate feet. Unlike the previous ones that I had before I gave them away, their feet was inaccurate. But you know, everything else here, it looks really good, you know. And like always, Donnie comes with his own bow staff. Technically, it's all painted brown, nothing else. But you know, again, it looks really good though, you know. And here we have the evolution of Donatello. So start off, here we have the mutations, which is a reissue from 2023. Here we have the 2003, which is also another reissue. We have 2012, and we also can't forget Mutant Mayhem. Now you may notice that why he has this on his shoulders, because you know this is a custom figure that I made to make it look like the one from the 2024 show. So now let's move on to Raph. So for Raph, you may notice that on his face he has a confident, angry expression. I remember when I picked them up along with the rest of the turtles back in 2013 at Toys R Us. His face was kind of funny to me. I'm not sure why. Now here's a fact about this Raph. This version of Raph is voiced by Sean Astin. He's also the actor from the Lord of the Rings movies. I'm not sure who he portrayed as, but you can let me know down in the comments. But everything else here is the same, just like Donnie. Technically, for the fact that he has no strap, he has the belt, and of course he had the crack on his shell. He received that during his first encounter with the Krang from the Lone Rat and Cubs episode. But you may notice it's the taping like on the fingers. So we're gonna take Mikey here as an example. You may notice that on Raph's here, they look closer. Unlike Mikey's, it's a little far. I think Donnie's is also far too. And of course you may notice that he has a holster for his size on the back of his shell. But everything else here is the same, you know? And of course, just like the previous iterations, Raph has his pair of twin size, except for the fact that it's molded in gray plastic. And here we have the evolution of Raphael. So start off, here we have the mutations, which is a reissue from 2023. Here we have 2003, which is also another reissue. The 2012 reissue, and also we can't forget Mutant Mayhem. This is another custom figure that I made. So now let's move on to Mikey. Now for Mikey, I'm not gonna get into too much detail with this guy because he has everything that I've explained when I reviewed Donnie. And keep in mind, Leo also had this too. But a fun fact about this version of Mikey in the show, he is voiced by Greg Sipes. He's also the actor for Beast Boy and Teen Titans. But like I previously stated, everything else is the same, but except for the fact that he has a huge smile on his face, knowing that he's the impulsive, like among his brothers. And of course, on the back, he has a holster for his twin nunchucks. But again, everything is the same. And of course, like always, Mikey comes with a pair of twin nunchucks, except for the fact that it's molded like in a brown, orange-like plastic. And here we have the evolution of Michelangelo. Start out here we have the mutations, which is a reissue from 2023. Here we have the 2003 one, also a reissue. Here we have 2012 reissue, and of course we can't forget Mutant Mayhem. And this is another custom figure that I made. So now let's move on to the weapon racks. So we're gonna start off with Donnie's weapon rack first. Now, if I remember correctly, when I picked them up from Toys R Us back in 2013, they had this thing where on the box it says includes Ninja Arsenal. So technically, this is what the Ninja Arsenal looks like. So you may notice that he has the name tag here, Don. Well, of course, we also refer to him as Donnie. So you may notice that he has the bow staff with the blade on it. He has two shuriken stars. He has two shurikens, and what appears to be a chain bow staff, but I know it's made in three. And I know for the fact that this type of weapon came with the Battle Show one from 2013 or 2012. But technically, I think 2013 to be specific. So let's move on to Raph's. So for Raph's weapon rack, you may notice that he has these two hook weapons. I'm not sure what they're called. Here you can see on the name tag. He has two ninja stars and two pairs of half size, if that's how it's called. So now let's take a look at Mikey's. And for Mikey's weapon rack, he has two ninja stars, he has 2 extra ninja stars, and he also has the swinging chain blade that he used in the show. And of course, you see, I'm not sure if you can see it. It says Mike, which of course all of us know, we all prefer to him as Mikey. So now let's move on to the articulation. And since all 4 of the turtles have the same articulation, we're going to take a look at Mikey here as an example. So articulation, you may notice that the head is on a bullet joint, so it can be moved. You may notice that the arms, they can go a full 360. They can go in and out. There's a joint at the elbow and also a pivot joint in the wrist. And for the legs, they can go forward and back. I'm not sure if they go in and out, but there's also some knee movement. There's no movement in the feet, and that's it. So now let's move on to the size comparison. Now for size comparison, you may notice that Donnie and Raph share the same height, and you may notice that Mikey is the smallest, knowing that he's the youngest in the team. And here we have Donnie, Raph, and Mikey standing next with their brother Leo, which makes the turtle team now complete. Keep in mind, I also did a short review on Leo here. If you haven't checked it out, please do. So now let's move on to the final verdict. So overall, the 2012 TMNT reissues, they are really good figures to me, in my opinion. It feels so good to have these back in my collection. But overall though, again, these are really good figures. So I give these figures a 10 out of 10. So let me know in the comments below if you have any of these figures, Leo, Donnie, Raphael, Mikey, or Metal, or Shredder, or if you have them all, again, let me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, so that'll do with this video. So if you're new to my Patreon, be sure to click the link in my about page. Also, don't forget to subscribe for content. Don't forget, if you're new to this channel, please just press the subscribe button and be sure to have a notification bell so you miss an upload. Also, if you like this video, please press the like button as well. And also don't forget to follow me on social media on my Instagram, X, TikTok, Snapchat, and Discord. But until then, peace out gamers, Kevin out.
Let's go!